What's up everyone? So there are lots of keyboards out there, and depending on what you're looking for, you could spend 20 bucks, 200 bucks, or even 2,000 bucks. But what we have today falls a bit under the $100 threshold. With us is the Kemove 61 key keyboard, and I think it has a lot going for it. Let's start things off with an audio test or some nice mechanical keyboard ASMR. And by the way, this thing is using brown Gaterion switches. I like this sound a lot. It's very calm and soothing while still having that nice mechanical click. Like the title says, this is a minimal keyboard, so it does have a lot less keys than your average keyboard. A standard keyboard has around 100 keys, maybe a little more or less, while this one has 61. And by the way, there's also a more expensive 64 or 66 key version of this. But yeah, this allows the keyboard to be much more compact and have a much more minimalistic appearance, which I'm definitely a fan of. The only real drawback is that sometimes you have to hit an extra button to do a few things. For example, you have to hold function and then press one of the keys to use it as an arrow key. So far though, this really hasn't bothered me at all. This keyboard is really versatile too. Obviously you can plug it into your computer with the included cord, which is USB-C. Nice. But this device also has Bluetooth 5.1, so you can connect it through that too. This also means you can connect it to your phone or tablet, as well as supposedly even up to 3 devices at once, although I could not get this to work. And if you look on the back facing side, you see an on and off switch, as well as that switch for switching between Windows and Mac. If we continue looking around, on the bottom you have some nice rubber feet, with 2 of them having the ability to kick up and angle the keyboard a little more at you. One thing I was surprised with was definitely the build quality of this thing. It weighs around 1.5 pounds, so it has some really nice weight to it, and the whole thing just feels like a unit. It is 100% plastic, but it's very solid and spill proof. As well, I am a big fan of the design. Pretty simplistic and clean. Obviously this is the white version, but it also does come in black. Now getting to everyone's favorite thing, RGB. The RGB on this keyboard looks really nice, lots of saturation, and you can see the colors pretty well during the daylight. Now I am going to quickly go through every mode and some other stuff. There's the moving rainbow wave, breathing rainbow, cycling rainbow, random key lights, 2 things colliding and exploding, the matrix, a row effect, a crosshair effect, lighting up every key you press, explosions, lighting up the area around keys pressed, WASD, and a solid color. You can also change the brightness of each effect and slow or speed them up. The one thing I am disappointed with is the companion software compatibility. The computer program will work with the 64 or 66 key variations of the keyboard, but not the 61 for some reason. This sucks, as within the software you can get further customization of the keyboard with layers of shortcuts and macros and stuff like that. The other versions of the keyboards can get more use out of the software with their extra magic thumb keys, but it still would have been nice. Like I said earlier, this keyboard is using brown Gaterion switches, and these have an actuation force of 45 grams. It's got curved PBT double shot keycaps with a spacing of 0.8 millimeters, and all these switches are hot swappable. You can fully switch out the keycaps and switches with any standard variant, so really you can just customize the heck out of this keyboard if you want to. Inside is a smart NXP 64-bit chip and a 3000 mAh battery, giving you around 15 to 50 hours of battery life depending on your RGB usage. Inside the box you get the keyboard itself, switch and key removal tools, yellow, clear, and green Gaterion switches so you can try them out, I guess, and that's it. No instruction manual at all, which is weird. This is kind of like in the pre-release stage at the time of making this video, but hopefully when the majority of people actually get theirs, it comes with an instruction manual. The Kemove 61 key keyboard goes for $60 if you get it during the duration of their Kickstarter campaign, and after that it's going to retail for $100. Overall, this keyboard has really impressed me, whether it be the really nice RGB, the super solid build quality, the Bluetooth 5.1, and this thing is just fun to use, with my only gripe being the computer software, which in the big picture isn't that big of a deal at all. If you get a case, this would be great for traveling. It's compact and works on any device, or you can use it for the setup at home and it'll work perfectly for gaming and all that too. Thanks for watching. The link to this keyboard will be in the description below. As well, don't forget to subscribe for more upcoming videos, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.